Hi, everyone. Welcome to our first episode of Tattoo Homewreckers. And with it being the first episode, we thought it would be fitting to do intros. And bear with me, intros are really awkward. Introducing yourself is the worst, but here goes nothing. So, like I said, my name is Callista. I'm 23 years old. I've been tattooing for 2 years. Born in California, raised in Nevada. I'm going to be doing this podcast with my lovely platonic partner, Gaia Marika. She is my life partner. We're gay, but not for each other. I would like to stress that. But she's my mentor, my best friend, my roomie, again, my future business partner. Gaia has not only taught me how to tattoo and brought me into this industry, but she is also my mentor in love, life, other adult things like learning how to use a drill and all that fun stuff. But yeah, welcome to our first episode. We'll see how this intro goes. Again, please bear with us. It's our first one, so if there are a bunch of technical difficulties, a lot of umms, ahhs, we're just settling right into it and just full sending it. So yeah, nice to meet you. I'm going to be passing this intro along to my co-host Gaia, and we'll see how that goes. Yeah? All right, sick. See you soon.
Hi. So, this is not technically our first episode. It's technically our second. But for all of you, I'm Gaia, and this will be your first episode because our first time recording was a bit of a mess. You've already met Callista, my roommate, my best friend, and future business partner, and so much more. It's a hard thing to explain what it is we share in this life. Next to me, you can't see her, especially if you're only listening, but my dog Bailey is here, my favorite thing in the world besides my husband and Callista. And yeah, we're doing this thing. It's scary, it's exciting. I've got a cup of coffee, so that gives me a little bit extra courage. And we are just here to really just share with you what it's like being a woman in the tattoo industry. And we want to create conversations around that. But then that's Bailey playing with her squeaky toy. So that's actually life right there. Trying to be somewhat serious and vulnerable and having a squeaky toy in the background. Yeah, so this is it. This is our podcast, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy what will hopefully be a lot of laughter. At the very least, Callista and I will be laughing. And some fun dog interruptions. And yeah, thanks for joining us. And I can't wait to get into today's actual episode.
Hello. I would just like to say that I feel so much better having you right next to me because recording alone was terrible. That was really bad.
Was it?
Yeah, I did.
Bailey just interrupted mine, so.
Oh, I should have had one of the dogs in here with me. See, then I wouldn't have felt so alone and weird. Okay, great. Well, welcome to our first episode, guys.
Yeah, technically our second time recording, but your first episode.
Yes, the first episode that will be released. I mean, you'll get a lot of the bloopers anyway. So, I mean, we figured we would introduce ourselves, which we already did. Great. Awesome.
I didn't because I get interrupted.
I tried, and it's, well...
Did you
whatever.
say, my name's Callista, I'm 23?
That's exactly what I sound like. Yes, that's 1,000%. So we're just going to jump right into it. It's our intro. So we figured we would talk about the whys, aka, why are we doing a podcast? Why are you doing a podcast?
More importantly, why are you doing a podcast?
I don't know. I'm a child. I don't know anything.
Wait, you're a child?
Yeah, like actually.
Does that mean I groomed you?
Yes. That's why I have this hair.
They can't see your hair.
They can't see my hair.
Unless they're watching the video.
In order to tattoo, Gaia made me shave my head. And
That's not true.
It's
Let's get this story straight from the get-go. She obviously stalked me on the internet, found out what shop I was working at. And I think that she stalked me before I moved to Reno, just to be clear, because I think I was at that shop for like a month or two before she came along. So it's very coincidental that she showed up right after I started. So I'm thinking she's been stalking me for about 23 years.
23? That's since I was a, what are they called? Not a fetus. What is that?
An infant?
No, the thing below a fetus. And an
embryo?
An embryo? No, that's a zygote. That's the word I'm trying to look for. A zygote. No, that's not true. It sounds like something a groomer would say. So if you're gonna believe the groomer, good for you. But you should believe.
If you're gonna believe the stalker, good for you.
Are you on the groomer side or the stalker side? That's funny.
Which one are you?
But yeah, silly stuff aside, we are starting a podcast. We are fully fledged into it. Kind of.
Let's talk about our name first off.
Oh, okay.
So, you guys are probably wondering why our podcast is named Tattoo Homewreckers. Mm-hmm. Little side note on that. Fun fact. Neither one of us have ever had a bad review on our tattoos. What's going to happen now is like our clients are going to go online and they're going to go and leave us shitty reviews on tattoos. I didn't think about that.
Like we're going to ruin that for you.
We're going to change that. So I've never had a bad review on a tattoo I've done, but I've had numerous bad reviews over the years. This one had a bad review for being 5 minutes late.
Oh, I got a 1 star. A 1 star for being stuck in traffic for a, can I just add, a consultation?
Yeah.
Not even a tattoo.
Not a tattoo. Just to talk to someone about a tattoo.
Yeah.
And I have had many on my appearance.
Oh, yeah.
But somebody did think I have abs, so I appreciate that.
Thank you.
Somebody called my ass a lily white ass, so I'll fucking live with that forever. Thank you as well. But this one over here had a review calling her a homewrecker. And then it became a joke that we were indeed tattoo homewreckers.
Yes.
Because we are out here wrecking homes. And by that, I mean, we like to remodel homes.
Yeah.
Fun fact. So that's another thing about us.
Not just homes, but like shops too.
Yeah.
We're remodeling the studio, which is really fun. So not only do we wreck homes in the sense that we destroy relationships, but we also... You're really good at that. Anyways.
In like a good way. I'm not like out here sleeping around, anything like that. Yeah. We're not actual homewreckers. And no, I am not shaming you if you are a homewrecker. Props to you. Live your life. Do whatever you want. Mm-hmm. But we indeed ask hard questions, have hard conversations, and sometimes that means we break up relationships.
Bummer, dude.
Because we make people realize that they are unhappy and or can do better.
Yeah.
So then we are Tattoo Homewreckers.
Yeah, plus it just had a great ring to it.
It does. It really does.
So welcome to Tattoo Homewreckers.
Our little wrecking balls out in the world, hopefully also having more hard conversations. That's right. They're called wrecking balls. That's what I'm naming you guys. So
she's naming you wrecking balls. Yeah. You're named after balls.
Well, or like a Miley Cyrus song.
A Miley Cyrus moment.
Yeah. Wearing oversized underwear.
Oh, yeah. That was bad. Yeah. It was so bad. The combat boots.
Oh, I love combat boots, though.
I know, but like with the
also, you wear combat boots all the time.
I do, but like I'm not naked out in the world wearing combat boots. Like it was.
Are you sure? I've seen some of your outfits.
Oh, that's where the homewrecker part comes in. But yeah, that's why we're called the Tattoo Homewreckers. Yeah. You guys are wrecking balls, apparently.
Yeah.
Adorable. I guess we'll just go right into the questions. Do you want to start with the whys, or do you want to kind of just do like our intro, like questions of, why are you?
Oh man, you were so nervous.
I am. I'm like incredibly nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
She's like super duper nervous. This is crazy.
I'm nervous because it's a very vulnerable thing. This will be like probably the most vulnerable I'll be on a social media platform.
Besides her Twitter, which... You should follow her Twitter if you can.
Please, God, don't.
It's like actual gold. I don't have Twitter, so she has to show me her tweets.
Yeah.
Yeah. She has to show her tweets. Well, I don't know between that and TikTok and all your crazy little platforms. I'm on like normal people platforms, Facebook, Instagram, OG shit. I think I still might have a MySpace out there.
We should go and find it.
Really just a shout out to like anyone over the age of like 30.
Yeah, never had a MySpace. Sorry.
Yeah, because you're a child. Yep.
Yeah, I'm incredibly nervous. But I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. It's just very new. Very vulnerable. It's weird. I don't know. I don't really have any other words for it. Very new and very vulnerable, but it feels good.
Okay. Well, then why did you want to do a podcast?
If it was going to make me this nervous, I don't fucking know.
We do hard things. That's what we love to do. We like to do shit that makes us uncomfortable because we're fucking crazy.
Yeah, we're psychos. No, I wanted to do a podcast because I think it's important to educate not only just clients or people interested in tattoos about like what goes on and, you know, behind the scenes, but like also maybe reach out to other tattoo artists and like give, I guess, more real experience in our world. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that like tattoo artists don't talk about, especially like mental health wise, what that's like being as an artist and like, you know, perception and stuff like that. And yeah, I wanted to, I guess, educate people.
Okay.
Connect to people. Yeah, I think we have some important things to say. Like I thought it would be important to, I guess, stick our toe in the water and figure it out. It seems like a good idea, I say, as I'm so fucking nervous. That's basically why I wanted to start.
That's good. You're so nervous.
I know. Why did you want to do a podcast?
I wanted to do a podcast because I think that it's along the same lines as you. I think there's a lot of conversations that aren't had between clients and artists, and especially being women. I think there's a completely different, I know there's a completely different standard that we have.
Yes.
And we aren't allowed to necessarily discuss it freely. So I think it's important to give a platform to that. And I also just believe that vulnerability is like the only way to live life. Yeah. So I think putting yourself out there allows you to connect with other people and allows you to find like-minded people, not in the sense of like an echo chamber where everyone just wants to say the same stuff.
Yes.
But in the sense that the more people we reach, the more people we invite into our lives.
I love that. It's like, it's a more genuine connection.
Yeah.
Like when you are vulnerable because, oh God, it's so vulnerable.
Yeah.
And
it's great.
We do hard
We
things.
love gross stuff.
Yeah, we like gross things. It's fine.
Yeah.
I like what you said about the whole platform thing, though, to be able to like have a platform. I think that's a huge reason why like I wanted to do a podcast, because it is such a great platform to, again, learn new things. Because, you know, we listen to podcasts and we have our favorites. And like there are so many podcasts out there that have made me laugh, cry, made me really question my relationships. And just like improved like growth and understanding of different topics. So I think that's like the biggest reason why we want to do it. It just happens to be that we're also tattoo artists and we get to put that spin on it. So
absolutely.
Cool. All right, sick.
Okay, well, why did you want to be a tattoo artist? Speaking of the fact that we're tattoo artists.
Why did I want to be a tattoo artist? I have always been into art like many other tattoo artists. I've been drawing since like before I could remember. That's just always been a huge part of my life, a huge outlet. And I just thought it was so intimate. I love how intimate it is. I say as I'm afraid of vulnerability. Yeah. I don't know. It's just a very intimate experience. We talked about this earlier today. It's a very scary experience. So to be someone in the industry that's able to provide a safe place for people while also like doing really like cool special art and like impacting people, that was always so appealing to me. And like this is very hippy dippy, but like a part of my soul goes into every tattoo that I do. So I always thought that it was so cool that like a little part of me will be traveling with this person for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
How cool is that? And like that part of me will go through all like the happiness they go through, all the sadness, the anger, like it is there with you on your journey. And I thought that was really
Unless
cute.
they lose a limb.
Bummer.
Or they cover it up.
They cover it up. I'm technically still there.
Okay, if they get it lasered off.
If they get it lasered off, then I'm completely gone.
Yeah.
Or like you said, if they lose a limb, bummer.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's how you lose.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Why did you want to be a tattoo artist?
Okay, so my first career path as a child was to be a stripper.
Right. Love that.
And then that didn't work out. Yeah, as a child. I think I was 3 stripping at my brother's birthday party.
Yay.
I was like, makes sense. I like dancing.
Yes.
I don't like clothes.
Yeah.
Done.
Boom.
That's it. Career made.
Nobody
Perfect.
likes pants.
Yeah.
So might as well get paid
Nobody
for it.
likes pants.
Yeah.
As I'm literally wearing pajamas.
That's different. That's different.
Well, yeah, this is like the only pants I approve of.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then, yeah, I have always been drawn to the art of tattooing since I was about 12. And I knew at that point I wanted to be a tattoo artist.
Yeah.
And then I think that it really drew me in because of that connection with individuals.
Yeah.
Because the beauty of tattooing, as you know, is that we get to meet so many different people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not in the sense that you just meet them for a fleeting second. It's that you get to sit down for hours.
Oh my God, yeah.
With people you would never have conversations with.
Yes.
And be able to learn about different people and different like lives and just how everyone has a story and everyone's story is both beautiful and annoyingly mundane.
Yeah.
At the same time.
Because I mean, we meet a lot of people with like very similar experiences and stuff, but like, again, like you said, the beauty of it is that it's so unique.
Yeah.
To each
but then it's
person.
also the same in so many ways.
Yeah. Isn't that weird?
So it's that connection that like I love.
Yeah. It's huge. Yeah. People don't talk about it, but like tattooing is basically like going on dates all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a whole lot of first dates and then a whole lot of therapy sessions.
Oh, hell yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I think the helping people part was definitely for sure a good one. I guess we should talk about like what our format is going to be.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
So in this podcast, we will, like most other podcasts, do a tiny little intro in the beginning to let you know, give you any trigger warnings because we will talk about hard stuff.
Yes.
So we will let you know if there's anything that's like, hey, if we are discussing really difficult things that day, we will give a trigger warning, just kind of a brief synopsis of it. Yep. And then we will talk about whatever topic we've decided and or you guys request for us to talk about that day. Then we will answer some questions at the end, typically probably 3, depending on our time. And then we want to end it with...
Oh, a question for you guys. I totally forgot. I said, what are we going to end it? So we're going to end it with a question for you guys because that, again, kind of enhances the whole connection part. We're trying to build a community around this, and that would be, part of the community is also you guys talking to us. So at the end of every episode, I'll probably do like an outro or I'll make Gaia do it. But basically...
I agree to that.
Well, you're doing it now.
We'll take turns.
Yeah, we can take turns. And then, we'll give you guys our, social media platform and Gmail and stuff like that. So that way you can send us your responses.
Yep.
And any responses that, we find incredibly like vulnerable and great. And I mean, it would be great to share them, talk about them.
Absolutely.
But yeah, that's how you build a community and that's how we get vulnerable, which is
the plan.
That's the plan. That is the plan.
You put yourself out there. Ooh. The universe will deliver.
Absolutely.
That sounds so hippy dippy, but
peace, love, tattoos. Yeah, so I mean that's basically the format that we're going for. Again, okay. Topics. I mean,
what's your origin story?
Yes,
you are a super villain. What is your origin story?
My Joker origin story.
She hasn't had her full Joker arc yet.
I know. I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. My origin story as a tattoo artist.
No, just like, your origin story.
Tell me, human being?
You as a human being. Start from when you were born.
Okay, my origin story. Let's start from the beginning. Born in California. Raised in Nevada. I came over here when I was like 2 years old. I grew up in a very Filipino family. So like many other Filipinos, my family was big. We had 6 people in the house. It was me, my little brother Jude, my parents, and then my grandparents on my mom's side. So I grew up with my grandparents, and it was crazy because it was a whole lot of like clash between like very traditional Filipino values versus American values. Yeah.
Interesting.
So there was like quite a like culture clash growing up. I was lucky because my parents were very Americanized by the time that they had me. So like there wasn't a whole lot of like push and shove to be like your perfect Filipino woman.
Okay.
As you can see from me being a tattoo artist and having a shaved head now. I first realized tattooing was a thing in middle school. Thought that was like, again, it blew my fucking mind that people got paid to do something so intimate and so real. And it just felt very raw to me. And I didn't take tattooing seriously until my last year at community college when I was finishing up my associate's degree because, to be honest, I was like kind of lost. I didn't know what I wanted to do, really. My mom wanted me to be an anchor woman.
Why does that not surprise me? Yeah.
Yeah, so I took a whole bunch of community, like college, like communication classes. So that was cool. And then I was like, you know what? I'm going to kick myself if I don't at least give tattooing a shot. I need to at least give it a shot. So I went and got an apprenticeship, and that's where I met you. And then...
Where you started stalking me?
No.
And copied my haircut?
I started my apprenticeship, and then she groomed me. And then...
Her haircut was like this. You guys can go on the internet before I met her. Therefore, stalker.
They will never. I'm going to go and delete every photo to make sure.
Okay, I have to go screenshot the second we're done with this episode.
So people can believe it.
Yeah.
I'm going to be like, she photoshopped that. But yeah, that's my origin story. That's basically it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What's your origin story, Miss Ma'am?
Oh, well, that's a mystery. So.
Shut up. Share your origin story.
Yeah, so I was born in Manchester, England.
Manchester.
Yep. Man City all the way, not Man U. As my family's over there cringing. And my mom is Mexican American and my dad is English, or was. He's since passed on. I never know how you say that. Like, was, is?
You can say is.
Okay, well.
I think that's fair.
Well, he isn't around anymore, so he isn't an is.
I mean, his skeleton still is an Englishman, right?
No, he got cremated and spread out.
Well, I mean, I say is.
Okay,
I think this would be fine.
Yeah, my dad is an Englishman.
What a combo.
And yeah, I moved to the States when I was young.
Mm-hmm.
We lived in Florida for a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Parents got divorced. That classic American tale there. It's a super American
Is
thing.
it really?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then moved to South Carolina with my mom and my stepdad.
Mm.
And my stepdad is the first person I knew that had like a lot of tattoos. So that got me into tattooing, like being interested in it. He had lots of tattoo magazines.
That's really sweet.
Yeah. And then I met a underground tattoo artist because at that point in the early 2000s, tattooing was still illegal in South Carolina.
Shit, dude.
So I met a guy who's working out of his backyard and started learning I actually met him, well, my mom and I met him at a flea market. And yeah, then he offered to apprentice us and I started apprenticing.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 16, finished up when I was 22. That's a whole other story that we'll get into later.
Yeah.
And talk about apprenticeships.
Yeah.
And yeah, had a tattoo shop in South Carolina for a long time and then moved out to Reno about, 4 years ago where I met you, my stalker.
Uh-huh. Okay.
And then we've been doing life together ever since.
Yeah, we have.
Yep. With the obvious assistance of my husband.
Yes.
Yeah. We're not a couple, FYI.
No.
Everyone likes to think that.
We are platonic.
Which, like, props to me, because, like, good job me then.
Good job. That's really sweet.
Yeah.
Pulling bitches.
Yeah. Just pull. I bet I would actually have groomed you. I met her when she was 19.
I mean.
That'd be awkward.
Like I said, are you going to believe the groomer or are you going to believe the stalker? Let's be real.
Stalker.
Yeah, you'll be hearing a lot. So, yeah, your husband's name is Caboose. I just wanted to specify to our viewers or listeners. So if you hear Caboose's name, that's Gaia's husband. What is being a tattoo artist to you? What does that mean?
What is being a tattoo artist to me?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. That's actually a hard question.
There we go. See? Put you on the spot.
I don't know anything except for being a tattoo artist.
Okay.
So it feels like a question of like, who are you?
Okay, yeah.
Like being a tattoo artist to me is a huge part of who I am and who I've always been.
Yeah.
I've been in the industry for almost 20 years now, so it makes up a huge chunk of my life and a huge chunk of who I am. Yeah. So I don't know how to answer like what it is to me besides just like who I am as a person.
It's a tough question. The first word that popped into my mind after asking that to you is responsibility for some reason.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Being a tattoo artist to me is a big responsibility. In the sense that like our job is not the kind of job where you show up and cruise. It's not the kind of job that like if you're just like not feeling like working, then you can kind of just like operate at 20% and call it good. Our job is the kind of job where you show up every day and like you get damn near to 100% every single day, you know?
Yeah.
Like, and it's a huge responsibility in the fact that not only are you making sure that like people's, you know, end products turn out well, but you're making sure that they're happy, you know, that their experience is good. And like I said, it's like our job is going out on a whole bunch of dates. So just making sure that that person is happy in every aspect of the date and making sure that, you know, everything's all good. But yeah, that was the first, oddly enough, word that popped in my head is responsibility.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's a big responsibility.
Yeah, I think it's just so infused with like who I am that I can't fathom. Like I get borderline offended when people are like, well, like one day you won't tattoo. And I'm like, are you sure about that?
That's a weird thing to say to someone, by the way. Can we talk about that? Like,
yeah. Well, I understand in their brains, they think like, hey, you're going to retire one day. But I think it's one of those things that it's just like being an artist. And for me, tattooing is by far my favorite art form. That it's like saying, okay, well, you're a painter, but like one day you're not going to paint. You're just going to get too old to paint. And to a painter that's like, okay, or to a musician to be like, well, one day you won't be able to make music anymore. Like it just doesn't fathom.
I mean, it's so crazy to me. Yeah. Cause I mean, you could say that about any job ever.
Yeah. But most people plan on retiring and tattoo artists like myself do not plan on retiring.
Yeah.
I plan on holding a tattoo machine until I can no longer physically hold a tattoo machine.
Literally.
At which point then I will just walk out into a field and just disintegrate.
Disintegrate? Yeah. Like that scene.
Dust into the wind. Done.
Like that scene in, what was it, Thor?
Yeah.
I think it's Thor Ragnarok where Odin is like disappearing.
That's exactly it.
That's what
I will hand my tattoo machine over and say, here, my child. And then I will just whoosh.
I take it and I go, shit, man. All right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah, I think that's a hard question, but no, for sure. I get it. That one makes you think. I don't know if responsibility was the right answer, but whatever.
There is no right answer. There's no wrong answer.
What if I say being a tattoo artist is just being a fucking cool idiot all the time? That's a wrong answer.
Well, I mean, I would say cool, probably not accurate description for you, but
whoa,
like half it, right?
Half it. 50%.
And in other people's minds, it is a cool job, so that would still be a correct answer because other people do think that it's a cool job.
We're about to ruin that for you guys.
Guys, we're going to wreck your idea that this is an awesome job.
We love it. You're going to get very mixed messages because we're going to be like, oh, we can't imagine ever doing anything else. And then we're going to be like, it's horrible.
Yeah, the easiest and best way I can explain it is tattooing and the tattoo industry is a really shitty, rickety, and no offense to like carnivals or anything, or like, you know, the really quick popped up like fairs. But it's like that ride that's like, it's a carnival ride.
Yes.
It's roller coaster. You're not 100% sure you're going to make it off okay.
Yeah.
Like, it's exciting, it's awesome, but you're also terrified and you wish you wouldn't have done it. But now that you're on, you can't get off.
You can't. Mark and I were talking about that. You have to be some level of fucked up to be in this industry.
Yeah. That's it. So... once you're on that ride, you're on it. And I've only ever seen a few people successfully get off that ride and not miss it. Which, that's totally fine because that's not for them. Mm-hmm. But for most of us, like, it is that ride where you're like, okay, sometimes this is fun and sometimes I'm going to be sick and I hate myself for this.
Literally. Like, it's like the most, like, strange combination of, like, just grueling. Like, you come home and you're exhausted, but, like, you can't stop.
Yep.
Like, you're like actually physically addicted to tattooing at that point.
Yeah. You go on vacation and then you're like, fuck, I haven't done a tattoo in a week. Do I even know what I'm doing with my life?
Yeah, straight up. It's like, it's a problem. Mm-hmm. Best problem to have.
Yeah.
All right, great. Well, I mean, I think that's all the questions that we had for our intro. We wanted to keep this one kind of short, sweet, simple, easy, beginner episode. But yeah. So we should talk about the questions we want to leave for our beautiful wrecking balls.
Wrecking balls!
First question that we had for you guys is, what do you hope to see out of this podcast?
And don't make it weird. I don't need anyone requesting gross stuff, weird stuff. Like, don't be a weirdo about it. Just like, what topics would you like us to discuss?
Yes.
And let me be really clear. We are not going to sit on here and talk shit about clients. We will go through some, like, broad strokes, but I'm not giving you the drama on clients.
The drama and conflama.
No. So please, for the love of God, stop asking for that because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
So no weird shit. Yeah. But please do. Like, tell us what you hope to hear in this podcast.
Besides the, like, drama or weird shit.
Yeah, exactly. And then...
So the second question that we are posing for you guys is, what do you think being a tattoo artist is?
That's the better way to put it. Yes, ma'am.
So what do you think it's like? When you think of a tattoo artist, what do you think?
Please give us honest answers.
Yeah. And you can DM us on our Instagram page.
Yep.
You can also email us at
tattoohomewreckers@gmail.com. Easy.
Yeah. And our Instagram name is
tattoo_homewreckers.
Absolutely. Or you can hit either one of us or both of us up on our personal pages, which mine is just my name.
And then mine is Calcifer, CALCIFRR on Instagram.
You had to think about how to spell that.
I did. I was literally like, wait, what? How do I spell again? Yeah. So please answer those questions for us. That'd be great. Again, leave us any kind of topics that you want to hear from us. Tell us what your hopes and dreams for this podcast are. And we will see you next week.
Yep. Thank you so much. We already love you. Thank you for listening to us talk for a ridiculously long amount of time.
X amount of minutes.
And and we will see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.